How to help children with sensory food aversions eat more. Imagine a child sitting at the table, eyes wide with worry, as a plate of food sits untouched. Some kids react strongly to certain textures or smells, making mealtimes tough. That's because sensory food aversions can make eating a real challenge. When a child overprocesses sensory input like taste, texture, smell, or appearance, they might gag, refuse, or even vomit. This can limit their food choices and make it hard to get the nutrients they need for growth. Understanding that sensory food aversion is different from regular picky eating is key. It often involves intense sensitivities, especially in children with sensory processing challenges or autism spectrum disorder. The goal is to help them slowly become more comfortable with a variety of foods. One effective way is to use a sensory-based feeding hierarchy. Start by letting the child simply see the food. Then, encourage them to touch it, smell it, taste a tiny bit, chew, and finally swallow. Doing this step by step helps them get used to new foods without feeling overwhelmed. It's important to go at their pace and never rush. Creating a calm, stress-free mealtime environment also makes a big difference. Avoid pressuring or forcing the child to eat. Instead, offer foods gently and let them explore without expectations. This reduces anxiety and builds positive associations with mealtime. Finding out what textures and flavors they already tolerate or prefer can guide new food introductions. For example, if they like crunchy or sweet foods, start with those. Slowly introduce similar textures or flavors to expand their diet. Avoid mixing textures that might be upsetting, like combining purees with crunchy foods. Sometimes, working with specialists like speech-language pathologists or occupational therapists is helpful. These professionals can assess the child's oral motor skills and sensory sensitivities. They can suggest specific exercises or strategies to improve their acceptance of different foods. While working on expanding their diet, it's essential to ensure they get enough nutrients. Focus on including tolerated foods rich in protein, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. Creative meal planning can help meet their nutritional needs within their sensory comfort zone. Maintaining consistent mealtime routines and familiar settings also helps. Children with sensory food aversions often feel more secure when their mealtimes are predictable. This stability can encourage them to try new foods over time. Outside of mealtimes, sensory play with food can be beneficial. Let children touch, smell, or play with different textures without pressure to eat. This helps desensitize their sensory responses and makes them more comfortable with food in general. By combining patience, gradual exposure, and positive experiences, caregivers can help children with sensory food aversions eat more. Over time, they can broaden their food choices, improve their nutrient intake, and enjoy mealtimes more.